For guys who beat their meat more than Rocky Balboa in a meat locker, it's the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Space is the final frontier. Then this is just the pit stop at the rest area that is near.
It's the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. 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 In your ear. Hot, 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 hot,
damn it.
hot, hot, hot,
damn it.
hot, hot, hot,
damn it.
hot, hot, hot,
Damn.
hot,
Idiot.
hot, hot,
Okay. Poddamn idiots.
Poddamn it.
From the Henplex Studios in Battle Creek, Michigan, and a room in San Marcos, Texas, with a chair that looks like it was made for Dr. Evil, this is the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 11.
Gentlemen.
With the sexual deviant buried deep down, he is J Hizzle.
Ooh.
For the man with the prostitute tied in his closet and he won't let her go, you can find him at Poddamn Ric Spade on Twitter or his OnlyFriends account at HarryToes2375. He is Ric Spade, the guy who keeps forgetting to bring his plants because he's too busy beating protesters. He is Captain Slow, and I keep tiny skeletons in my closet. I am Texas.
It's not very nice to treat your skeleton.
Is that the same chair you always use? It just looks really big and comfortable.
It is very big and cozy. I guess it's the same chair I always use.
Huh, I just looked at the picture today. I'm like, that chair. It looks like Dr. Evil's chair. Where's my freaking chair?
You know what, Rick? I want a donut now.
You are not eating me, you fat fuck.
Oh, I thought you had a donut in there. Oh, yeah. That's not
We
a
can't
donut.
forget the Poddamn World Championship.
Rick, you need to let that hooker go, man. You're not even paying her overtime anymore.
Oh, at least he was.
Well, I was giving her overtime just because I wasn't paying her overtime. You know what I'm saying?
Overtime, like she get like extra money, or overtime, like sudden death overtime?
First one to the finish.
Rick always wins.
Yes.
First one to the finish.
And
One,
this,
two. Oh, we're done.
and this one's going to a shootout.
Literally.
Oh,
You know,
man.
At least with me, it's going to be a little bit of an Iron
Quick.
Man match. We're not talking about your bedroom. We're not.
Right. We're not.
We're not talking.
Rick.
We're not talking about you and your short stories here. Okay, we're talking about the long novel.
Ladies and gentlemen, things are getting personal already, and we're only like 5 minutes into the show.
More like a minute and a half, maybe two.
Thank you for explaining your short stories.
So Texas, how's your week?
Not bad. Same as always. Work a lot. Kind of hurt myself at work 2 days ago. Pulled a muscle. I just pulled a muscle in my shoulder.
Oh,
But, had to report it and then go through all that bull crap of doing a pee test and all that other stuff. But I don't do drugs, so I passed.
yay!
Woohoo.
You passed your test.
Drugs are bad.
Okay.
That's the only test I passed in the last 15 years.
That's how long we've been out of high school.
Well, hey, congratulations. That's an important one to pass, I feel.
And I was supposed to work tomorrow, but then due to circumstances that are out of my control, I am no longer working tomorrow. So now I get to have 2 days off with my kids. So,
Woo! Yay! You get the weekend.
Me too.
Congratulations.
thank you.
Captain Beastle, you have the weekend off?
You know this. Every other weekend.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Sorry.
We're here
I get confused.
on Friday.
I'm actually, maybe I'm slow today. It's Friday. I have although it's been a busy week, the days just kind of run together.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
I got to go camping last week, and that
how
was
was that?
exciting. Down right at the border in Indiana, and I've never actually gone RV camping.
So
I think
glamping. It's called glamping.
I think the closest thing I had was when we went to Cedar Point in the pop-up tent, or the pop-up trailer. A long time ago.
Yeah.
But no, my brother has his camper is basically a house. I mean, it has the slides and everything, and then my sister-in-law had her family there and friends there, so we had a tiny little community quarantined off from everyone else, and it was just a bunch of fun, and there was a bunch of great food, and I probably overate, but who cares? And their beach area was really nice and spread out, and
And you're not burned.
I didn't burn. Again, I'm really proud of how well I've been doing with the sunscreen and stuff. And we just had a really good time. Like, it was just awesome. I understand why my brother and sister-in-law love camping so much. And my nephew Miles loves it too. Like, he's all excited for camping. He's like, camping? Uncle Justin?
Camping is the bum.
It really is.
I love it.
It was awesome. So I had a really good time.
I don't care whether I'm in a tent or if I'm glamping in a trailer.
Yeah,
Rick,
they're both different, but they're both fun. Because I've done the tent stuff, which is a blast. But the camper thing was a blast too. It was really neat.
Rick doesn't go in the woods since the last time he got touched inappropriately by that hillbilly.
Earl?
We don't talk about Jeb, damn it.
Oh,
Jeb.
Earl
was
the other
after
one.
Jeb.
Yeah, my bad. Well, you know,
Earl's before Jeb.
well,
Time escapes
some
me.
of us have good experiences. Oh, and I played bocce ball. I've only played that one other time, and it's a really fun game. So if you haven't played before, you have this little white ball, and someone throws it, and then you have these bigger balls, and then you just try to, and then you throw it. Everyone throws it, and whoever gets closest to the white ball gets a point, and then it keeps going until someone gets 7 points. No, seriously, it's a lot of fun. Like, you might think, oh, that sounds fun, haha. No, it was really good, and it gets competitive at the end.
So you got pretty good at touching and throwing balls at other people's balls.
I mean, I did okay. I think I was in the middle of the pack.
So you're in the middle of everybody's balls?
I mean, like, point wise.
So you were pointing at people's balls?
Rick, you'll just have to play the game sometime. You'll understand how it works.
I don't want to play with your balls.
I've played it.
Rick doesn't play with balls after that experience with Jeb.
No.
Come on now.
They weren't our balls because they belong to us.
So you play with other people's balls.
Yes. Whatever. Anyway, it was a good week at work, and I got to meet up with Ryan, one of our good friends, Nick. His parents live in Michigan again, and I met up with them and had dinner, so that was fun.
Nick was in town?
No, Nick's parents.
Oh.
They live in town. Well, not Battle Creek, but over more by me.
They haven't reached out to me.
So, but no, I think they've been busy. But and then it's just been a good week. Got the lawn mowed. That's always good. You guys know how I like to get the lawn mowed when it's like a foot tall. I shouldn't have waited this long. It was rough.
Especially if you're doing it with a push mower because it's start and stop.
Forward and back.
Well, the good news is I got to ride it. It was a rider, but it was almost.
He rode the foot long.
It was almost all weeds, though. It's crazy. And the stupid weeds, when you let them get too long, then when you go over them, sometimes you more run over them. They pop back up, and then
go backwards and run.
Yeah, so I'm like, gosh darn it, weed. I tell you, weed.
You're like, pod damn it, weeds.
Pod damn it. Yep. But anyway, so it's been a good week. Good weekend, good week. Really busy week and stuff, but I'm feeling good. Rick, what about you?
Well, I had 2 days off of work I wasn't expecting.
Why is that, Rick?
Well,
At least you got paid for it.
I don't know yet. I'll find out next week.
Well, they're required to pay you.
We'll see. So, apparently, the place in which I'm employed at had 2 people that tested positive for COVID.
2 people at the adult superstore tested positive for COVID. Oh, that's not where you work. That's where
No,
you go to.
it's 2 people at the adult theater.
Oh.
Leave that experience alone. That's a story for another time. Anyways, so
The glory hole?
That's also a different story for another time. Jesus Christ, are we gonna do my
But-
whole sex life while we're on here?
The time we went to the porn store and it was closed on a Sunday for church.
What? Okay, so I've been to a sex store a lot. Anyways, moving on.
I still want to take Jay. He'd have so much fun.
He would not touch. I'm telling you, he's got a sexual deviant in there. This ready to come out, but I don't think he would touch anything in there.
I think he would.
Let's just let Rick
He'd
keep going.
try everything. Oh, sorry, go Rick.
Anyways, so me being paranoid, I said, because they haven't given me any details on this, I should probably go get tested. So I went and got tested. I do not recommend it unless you can find someone that's just going to swab your nostril like Rite Aid does. That's all they do is swab your nostril. So if you need to get a COVID test, go to Rite Aid. All they're going to do is just swab the inside.
So does your brain still itch? Or they satisfy that itch?
No, but I had a headache for 2 fucking days. So for those of you who haven't gotten a COVID test, when you get it done by an actual professional hospital or medical facility, they take this big-ass long Q-tip and they stick it in your nose, and it goes all the way up into your fucking eyebrow. And I could feel it up in there. And then they swab it around like this, and then they pull that sumbitch out, and it burns, and you get a little blurry vision, and you get a fucking headache.
I think I'd punch him.
That shit sucked. But because I asked work, and they're like, do you have any symptoms? And I said, well, I have a cough, and I've been sneezing and runny nose, but I'm pretty sure it's just allergies. We can't chance it. You got to stay home. Okay. So stayed home, organized my fridge, organized my cabinets, did all my laundry. Then I bought a video game today. So that's been the highlight of my week.
What video game?
I bought the new Paper Mario Origami King.
Oh, so you and Mario make origami together?
He's trying to fix the kingdom because there's this king who's turning people into origami.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds like a problem.
They should avoid flames.
Or wind.
So yeah.
Nice.
Rain. The
Mm.
elements.
And I guess, Captain B, we started talking about how you have the weekend off, but I didn't ask you how your week was.
My week's good. It's been busy. Of course, like Texas there. Worked a lot and very little play, but I got another job.
You do? What?
Yeah, so I now have to work 2 jobs because of Mommy Whitler.
What's your second job? You make getting jobs easy.
It's easy to get jobs. I don't know how anybody can't get a job. I applied for 5 jobs. I got 5 job offers. It's easy. It's not hard to get a job anywhere.
Wait, are you being serious?
So well, it's kind of a self-employed job.
No,
But
I mean,
yeah.
you applied for 5 jobs and got 5 offers? That's awesome.
Well, not this time around. But last time around I did.
Yep, I remember that. And I
Yeah.
was thinking, wow, that's crazy.
Last time around I did, yeah. Yeah, so no, I'm a door dasher.
Oh, so that means you're bringing food from the restaurant to people's houses, right?
Yeah.
I have a friend that did that, and she liked it. Like, she said it's way better than, like, Ubering and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I'm not going to make a lot.
It's,
I'm just doing this to make a couple extra bucks. If I can make my car payment a month, that's awesome.
And
That's
it's
what I used to get my lunch at work.
Yeah.
nice. And you can, like, steal a French fry or two. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
No, they
Not the big no.
they seal the bags now. They seal the bags so people don't steal fries now.
Oh, interesting.
Or at least every bag I've gotten from restaurants have been sealed with like a sticker or something. So it's sealed for your safety.
So so I looked up and watched a lot of YouTube videos about how to make the most money you can doing it in the quickest amount of time, and it should be pretty fun. It's pretty simple. Can I be heard? Because
Yeah,
my microphone was not working.
There goes.
I hear you.
Oh, I couldn't hear anything.
We were having issues with my headset. I could only hear out of the left side. Now I
So
can hear out
when
of
when
both.
I start door dashing, I'll do a review on it and see what it's like.
Nice. That's
So I can do a
exciting.
DoorDash review.
That's it. See, I do like that where if, worse, if something happens, like you said, we need a little extra income, or even for people that just need income, period, because they lost their job and unemployment's not doing it. There's a lot of things out there that you can go do yourself, which these days is kind of cool.
So, I mean, it's actually you make your own schedule. You're self-employed. You do how much little you want. You work as hard as you want. The harder you work, the quicker you are, the more you get paid.
Too bad you couldn't do it with
So, I
a
mean-
police cruiser, and then you could really get things delivered quick.
except where I work, there's cornfields and not restaurants.
I used
Oh,
to
yeah.
I used to drive Uber. I used to drive Uber in Austin, and that it's Friday, Saturday night. You can make a pretty good killing.
Yes, I mean, you talk about this, talk about like snowstorms. You can make a killing doing DoorDash as long as you got a car that can get through it.
Oh,
You
True.
work for like high school football events, sporting events. You can make a lot on it. And what's great about it is you don't have to stick like just in the Battle Creek market. Wherever I'm at, I can do it. I can go anywhere in DoorDash. It doesn't matter what, just anywhere. Like, oh, you want to go to Kalamazoo and just say, all right, cool.
that's pretty awesome.
I'll stick with some of my feet picks for $1.99.
So if you want to go on Saturday nights over to Western and Kalamazoo, they have the football games, everyone in the dorms ordering stuff. There you go.
Nice.
I make a killing off that.
Nice. Well, that's exciting.
So car payment a month. That's all I want to do.
Sounds like everyone's had a pretty solid week. That sounds good. All right. Are you guys ready for some of the crazy news that's happening in the world?
I want to know something about Golden Girls here.
Oh, this one's just for Rick. I know how Rick loves the Golden Girls.
Well, I thank you for being a friend. Tell me what you got.
Thank you for
Rick,
being a friend.
I don't know if you've been
Travel
saving up
around the
lately,
world and
but
back again.
there's an opportunity for you. So the house made famous, the Golden Girls house
Oh,
is for sale.
there you go.
Like the actual house, and obviously most of it was shot in a studio, but the actual house they used for exterior shots and did a few things with is for sale. Now I don't know how much you've been saving or what kind of credit you have, but
Well, how much does this cost?
it's a fair price. The discounted price of
Where's that?
$20.
$3 million.
How many feet picks is that, Texas?
That'd be about 3 million feet pics.
Probably 6 million feet pics.
Well, how much are you getting per foot pick?
$1.99.
Oh, okay,
then it's
so-
1.5 million.
Where's this house located?
In Florida or something?
I think it's in Miami. Well, so originally I read it was in Miami, but this article says it's a Southern California house made famous by outdoor shots in the first season.
Well, the show.
took place in
Oh, okay.
Miami,
So it was in
so-
Los Angeles. Yep. So, Douglas Elliman is the realtor, I think.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was in Miami because you figure Full House was at the Full House was actually in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, James Barry is the owner. It's the first time that it's been listed for sale. So, since his parents built it in 1955.
If he would wait till Betty White passes away, I bet I'd go double in price.
He says his parents received just a small fee for allowing the shots of the house to be used in the show. So now he's cashing in.
Yeah, his parents didn't get it, but he is.
Yep, because I guarantee you the house wouldn't be going for $3 million if it wasn't a famous house. I mean, I'm sure it'd still be going good because it's expensive, but I bet it'd be like
Well,
$1 million or something.
If it's in Southern California, it's expensive.
Yep.
Just looking
Yeah,
at it.
I thought Mr. Spade would be excited about that.
I'm gonna have to post a lot more feet pics.
You are. You're gonna have to, yeah, definitely, or like a subscription where people can pay like a monthly.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that's friends only. Harry Toes 2375. Sorry, Harry Toe. There's no S. Harry Toe 2375.
Harry Toes is that's $10 a picture. I don't know.
You get to see my special toe with the hair on the big one where it kind of sprouts up like grass. It's amazing.
Anyway, something about a drone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not responsible for what they do in their free time. All right. So Minnesota Police Department confirmed officers. This is exciting. They're now using drones to catch people going nude or topless.
It seems more like a peeping Tom.
Yeah, but they're doing this in the beach area though, so it's only in the beaches because it's not legal for people at certain beaches to be just taking their tops off or
You mean a nude
going
beach?
naked. Yeah, well, nude beach, I imagine it would be okay, but these are non-nude beaches, and there's a lot of lakes in Minnesota. I don't know if you knew this, but they call it
Almost as many as Michigan.
they call it the land of 10,000 lakes. So, Golden Valley Police Department confirmed officers working with Minneapolis Parks Police use a drone to catch beachgoers in the act of going partially or fully nude at Twin Lake, just west of Theodore Worth Park. After there were numerous complaints, so there were all girls, probably older people complaining. I don't know if younger people complain about nudity or not. Probably parents. I don't think
If it was not
There's a
good
little
looking
kid there,
big
I'd be
girls,
pretty
you might
mad.
be complaining.
Yeah. So, but apparently it reached the point where it was time for people to be held accountable for their actions. So someone was lucky and got to fly the drone. Now, here, check this out. Well, we got to go get her handcuffed. But
And if you want to see drone shots of my feet, what's that OnlyFans again?
oh, my gosh.
Harry Toe 2375.
Oh, this, I don't know who.
Rick,
quoted
if you
this.
do not actually make that friends only account by the end of this show, somebody's gonna be getting some royalties from us.
All right, I like this quote though. So there's this girl. She got cited for topless sunbathing. She was unaware that the beach was part of the Minneapolis park system. Well, okay, so apparently there's no signs posted saying you can't be naked. But she said it's ridiculous. When I turn around, there's a gentleman who has boobs that are as big or bigger than mine, and he can keep his shirt off, and we're doing the same thing sitting in the sun. I'm like, you say it's a sexual organ, but it's not. We're not sexualizing it. That's actually kind of funny.
Free the nipple,
But
Rick did that earlier.
I did.
not the man nipple.
That's already been freed.
So if you're on the beach and you see drones, it's just the Minnesota police watching out for you.
With Twitter.
Watching out.
Tweeter?
So do you guys ever do burpees?
Oh my gosh.
So
So
you-
8-count bodybuilders?
So
You
you've
know,
done burpees?
that's
Oh yeah.
I used to do
I went to the
burpees a
police
lot.
academy, remember?
Oh yeah.
I used to do burpees a lot when I used to drink soda or pop, as you guys call it. But now that I just drink water, I don't do as many burpees as I used to.
Have you been in Texas longer than Michigan or Michigan longer than Texas?
Actually, I have been in Texas longer than Michigan now.
Man, that means I can't say you're still a Michigander. You have to call it pop.
Harry Toe 2375.
Yeah, I'm talking about burpees though, the exercise, not the I drank, pop, and burped.
I know.
No, I know, you know. I just wanna make sure.
Oh,
clear.
my apologies. My apologies.
So I just wanted to give. There's a firefighter in North Carolina that decided crazy that he was going to break the Guinness World Record for burpees. So for 12 hours, he did burpees. That sounds awful. And he did 5,297 burpees.
How is that possible?
I honestly don't know. Like,
I do 5. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you think his legs would just have died. I'm impressed. So, he trained for his record attempt by doing 100 burpees, squat thrusts, and stand in between repetitions for every call that came to the firehouse. So he's a firefighter, if I didn't say that. So that's crazy. So good for him. All right, Texas, you got a goal. All you have to do is get 5,298 burpees in 12 hours, and you can break the record.
I'm gonna put this nicely because my mom watches this. Hell no.
Oh, okay.
You know, my God created cops.
To eat donuts.
Because firefighters need heroes too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where we were going with that.
Cop versus firefighter going on.
I have another firefighter story. And you know TikTok, right? Rick knows TikTok.
I do.
Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper.
Well, so sometimes people try
Respect the whoop whoop.
people try some dumb things on TikTok, and a British teenager, she had an issue, but the firefighters were there to save her. So firefighters had to rescue a British teenager after she climbed into a baby swing to shoot a TikTok video, and she got stuck. I mean, that 911 call's got to be kind of embarrassing. 911, what's your emergency? I'm
Put my
stuck.
weenie in a bottle, baby.
Well,
No. Now I can't get it out.
she stuck her legs in a baby swing. I stuck my
And she
legs
couldn't
in a
get it
baby
out.
swing, and I can't get them out. Got my legs.
It
in a
seemed
baby
like a
swing.
good idea, and no one else was around. So my legs in a baby swing. and now I can't get them out.
So the
Mr.
girl's
Weird
mother,
Al, I apologize that we did this to your song.
the girl's mother had to call the fire department because she was unable to get her daughter
And
out.
Ric Spade here just took a picture of his toes.
I did.
But they're going to bake a cake to thank the firefighters. So when you're doing your TikTok videos, you just got to be careful because you can get stuck in things.
You know, speaking of TikTok, they actually do that joke right now. Like the step brothers, stepmothers, step porn, where they get stuck. And
Oh,
then
I got you.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so
And
much.
they're like, "I'll come help you, step brother."
It's 2020. I mean, people are selling foot pics for money. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't
go to the
That's-
beach
that-
and look at someone's feet as they walk into the lake.
That's Harry Toe 2375. I'm posting a pic right now that I just posted.
$1.99. Help him get his Golden Girls
Are you
house.
being real? I thought we were kidding.
He just created the account and now he took a picture to put on that account.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we were kidding. So now I'm slightly concerned about Rick, but that's okay. Anyway, I got some
This
exciting
is all your
news.
guys' fault.
It's not my fault at all.
It is.
A sealed. All right. So, Nintendo, I believe,
I'm a Mario.
in '85.
Luigi.
is
It's
when-
me.
when the Nintendo came out, I believe. My friend Quentin would probably correct me on it a little bit, but
Say 85.
yeah. So
I think you're
anyway,
right.
either way, there's a sealed copy of 1985 Super Mario's Brother, and it went to auction. How much do you think this would have sold for?
1, 2, or 3.
This is like the original.
Okay.
3,500,000.
Considering I just sold mine for like $8.
Yeah, it's not in the millions,
Wow.
but
$50.
$114,000 for 1985. This was the
Or you could just go to GameStop and buy it for $9.
yeah, but this is a sealed copy of one of the first 1985.
Oh, is it one of
Super
the
Mario
golden
Brothers.
cases or something?
So I mean, imagine it has one of the actual tabs
That's
on
what
it.
you call people having more money than brains.
Oh, like this is a real. So I have a friend Quentin who collects video games. Like it's a real investment. Like literally, like he started collecting a long time ago. When it's almost like instead of watching stocks, he watches the prices of video games go up. Like he's made some good money and value just on his games. It's amazing how much some of these games go for.
I sold an N64 game for like $100 or something.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, 114,000, the highest price ever paid for a video game. Can you imagine, like, oh, I got this video game. We gotta sell the house, but this is awesome, and we can't even play it, otherwise it loses its value. But you know, if you have a lot of money, you can do cool things like that. And then, oh man, I tell you,
Pizza.
don't you hate when you have break-ins in your house?
I just arrested someone yesterday for that.
You might not
I
want to
have-
arrest this guy.
I haven't had one yet, but I'm waiting for it. My gun's ready to go.
Well,
Be a bad
I
day
don't know
for
if we
bad
hear that or
guy.
not.
in Ontario,
Canada, eh?
some people came home. There was a break-in, so they checked the security cameras, and a black bear walked in. Like the bear opened the door, came in, and went right to the fridge and looked for pizza.
I was watching Northwood's Law a couple weeks ago, and they had one where they had to go in because a bear broke in the house and opened the fridge.
It's just crazy. The bear just broke into the house, went right for the fridge, and then took out a bunch of pizzas and left with the pizza.
Did they catch the bear?
I think the bear's still on the run. But,
Was it a black bear?
yep, it was.
They're only chasing it because it's black.
Oh, man.
Man, they want a picture of me holding my ID and a picture of my ID.
Oh,
Isn't the
boy.
picture of you holding your ID, the picture of your ID.
Are you sure this is a real site? And
Yes.
Is this
Yes,
like
it is.
they want you a picture with your credit card too.
No.
yes? And make
They
sure you
have
put
to.
the CVV
Yeah.
code on the back too.
And
The-
social
the-
security number, then you know that.
The friends
address.
only thing is basically a
previous
porn
address.
site. They have to make sure he's at least 18 years of age or older to participate.
It's a porn site.
Yes, you pay to look at people's nudes.
In this
Isn't
case,
there
you're looking
enough
at-
of that free like everywhere in the
Yeah.
internet?
Yeah, but in this
Yes,
case,
you
you're
can go to
looking
Reddit and watch it. Look at it.
Can't you
for
just
free.
watch Game of Thrones?
at-
You get it all.
The water went down the wrong
Oh.
hole.
Uh-oh.
Arms up.
Elena swallowed some water down the air hole.
We all sometimes inhale.
All because I
Mhm.
said something
Water.
about selling feet.
If Elmo was here, he inhales a little bit more than the rest of us with cocaine. But Elmo's not here.
Okay. Texas, do you have a news story too?
I do. This one came to us by Harry Toe 2375 himself,
Oh, okay, Harry Toe.
We tell
but Harry Toe did not want to read it, so I'm going to. J Hizzle, you know how you love whales, right?
Yeah, especially orca whales.
Have you ever imagined going scuba diving with the whales?
I mean,
Jesus.
it would be awesome to go scuba diving with whales.
Just, no.
Well, a couple of scuba divers got a little more than they could handle when a whale blasted an ungodly amount of ass ham all over some divers.
Poop.
Oh, wow.
The whale flipped onto its side and started spinning in circles while engulfing the divers in shit, creating what one diver called a poonado.
Poonado.
A group of divers near the Caribbean island of Dominica were engulfed in a mighty cloud of shit churned out by a sperm whale. The men were on a routine expedition to photograph the whales when one of the subjects started blasting an ungodly amount of butt butter into the ocean while spinning in circles, making a poonado. Showing no mercy, the beast didn't stop until a 100-foot tidal wave cloud of its
Poop.
Mississippi mud had coated the divers and their equipment.
Well, once you start going, it's not going to stop. Maybe he had a stomach ache.
Okay, so would you rather have a sperm whale do how do I want to word this?
I don't know. How do
A
you want to
wiener
word?
fluid NATO or a poo NATO?
Real quick, the divers said
Oh.
after a few waves of feces were released and stirred vigorously by the whale, the water was like chocolate milk. I couldn't see my hand. And when I held it in front of my face, I had poo in my eyes, my mouth, my wetsuit, everywhere. And
Well,
I
there you
was
go.
soaked in it from head to toe.
He tasted the poop.
Wow, that sounds awful. What a story.
So if you ever go snorkeling with the whales,
Were they snorkeling or were they scuba
they were
diving?
scuba diving.
Avoid
I
the
couldn't think of the
sperm
word.
whales. They'll poop on you.
whale shit.
Yeah,
That's
you'll get ass ham all over you.
Ass ham.
Poo NATO.
Or butt butter, as they said in that story.
That's what I'm gonna start referring my poos to now when I'm at work.
Chat's gonna get text from Rick. I got made butt butter, guys.
Well,
I'm releasing that ass ham.
Getting paid to make butt butter.
this show has started out on a disturbing note, and I don't think it's going to get any better because it's about time
I mean,
for
well,
just-
we're gonna do
Texas
something.
just got his text message.
We're gonna do something disturbing
Yep.
next. It's bad, isn't it?
That was my first picture of my OnlyFans account.
Hey, I got it for free. I didn't have to pay the $1.99 for it. All right.
Well, you know, you got the friends and family discount.
It's time for the game of the week, guys.
You know, it's apropos that you say that this has gone disturbing because the game of the week this week is Disturbing Friends.
Did you use a big word?
Apropos.
You used a big word, guys.
I did. A big word for my big hairy toe. Anyway,
Well, you got to remember, Rick is the author of the group. He knows words like that.
this is true.
THAT. That.
Okay,
So-
you spelling bee bastard.
So,
Fourth grade, Miss Singer's class.
hey, we might do that again in a couple of weeks. New words. Anyways, if you joined us on episode, I believe it was 7, we played this game. It's the second time we're going to be playing this game, Disturbing Friends. And the way it's going to work is
I thought it was 9 when you were not in a very good mood.
Maybe it was. I don't fucking know. Anyways,
Yeah.
I lose track of time. 9, 8, 7, 6. You're going to go watch them anyways. So the way it's going to work, I'm going to ask each of us a question, and I'm going to give us a multiple choice of A, B, or C.
Brian, stop hitting the thing. Thank you.
Well, he's got fucking ADD or something. Anyways, I'm going to ask you A, B, or C, and then you are going to
D.
go. There is no D.
I
pick one.
C
We're gonna vote.
U
K.
P.
We're gonna vote which one we think you're gonna pick, and then you're gonna tell us which one you're gonna pick. So I'm gonna start with Mr. ADD himself. Be slow.
You see that squirrel?
What? Where?
Oh, I love this one.
Shiny.
I can't wait for your answer for this, B.
D. D as in David.
Growing up, my parents nicknamed me A, the vagina mutilator, B, the accident, C, the orgasm killer.
B, the action.
Yeah, I was gonna go with B.
Brian, you're not supposed to guess right away. You're
I was
damn it,
going
Brian, to
with B.
ruin it. B.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention.
No, you're not, dumbass. We vote, you pick.
Do you see my name? Low.
Actually, you were fast there, though.
Yeah, you were premature there.
You were too fast. You're too fast for love.
There's a first for everything, right?
Well, I guess, you can be premature here. I mean, we already know what you do at home. Anyways, J Hizzle.
It's me.
It's you.
That's me, guys.
I would least approve of my son or daughter bringing home A, a rapist, B, a Nazi, C, a telemarketer. Which one do we think he would least approve of out of the three of these?
The rapist.
So that's the one that I'm the most like. No, like
B.
the other two.
So
I'm going with the rapist.
So you think a rapist?
I'm going to go with the Nazi.
What are you going with? That's tough.
Oh, fuck. I guess it would. Well,
This sounds bad, but it almost might depend if I have a daughter or a son.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're going to have kids, and if they're with a rapist,
I got to go with rapist.
then you got to protect the family.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with rapist. Because yeah, I mean,
That one's a really hard one, especially between those two. If you would have
It
said
is.
telemarketer, I would have said. What
but
the
here's
fuck's
my
wrong with
thought.
you?
My thought is, all right. So if my kids with a rapist, they're in danger of getting raped.
And that's protection of your family there.
Yes, if they're with the Nazi, since when we wouldn't be Jewish, because I'm not Jewish, then I guess they're not in as much danger. Maybe we can fix the guy or gal. I mean, it's both disturbing, but one's like immediate danger and a telemarketer or whatever. Crappy job.
Sorry for all the telemarketers who watch.
No, they probably would admit it.
His is probably a crappy job. They get yelled at all day long and hung up on and
But
called names.
It's a job. They got to start somewhere.
Texas.
Yes.
Somehow you got a softball here. If it meant ending the war in the Middle East, you would give up A, your cell phone, B, the internet, C, nothing. Let the war continue. Which one do you think he would say? B,
C.
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 Let the war continue.
I'm going to go with B.
You give up the internet?
Oh, wait, then I couldn't talk to you guys. All right, fine. C, let it go on.
And your Pornhub magazines.
No, there, definitely C. C! I need my phone.
Oh, I don't need you guys for this one. I can do this myself.
No. I want to read it. It's fun.
It's fun when you read it for the other ones. This one doesn't matter because you got to vote anyways. While waiting for the train, I see a crippled Mormon trip and fall onto the tracks. I quickly, A, jump down and save them. B, yawn and ignore the situation. C, whip out my cell phone and start recording.
B.
You know, I mean, you're Ric Spade.
But Rick likes to help.
I'm gonna say
A. Rick's going to help someone.
I think if that really actually happened, you would go and you'd be the hero.
We go humor and he would ignore it or something. But
No,
really, Rick likes to help.
Rick would be the hero.
I kind of want to say Rick would go C. He'd whip out his phone. That way we have Facebook content. But I don't think Facebook would allow that. Neither would YouTube. But, anyways, I'm going to go C.
Man, at first I thought A.
I hope.
But I am the type of person that would be like other people that would just whip out their cell phone and be like, I can't believe he fell on the tracks. Look at him trying to crawl. So, God, I got to go A.
Yeah.
Ah.
Rick has a conscience. He's gonna help.
Yep. Plus, then you can get on social media and be like, guess what I just did, guys? Here's Ric Spade. I just helped this Mormon that fell in the track. So what were you thinking?
Mormon.
Watch the Poddamn Idiotz podcast.
Yeah.
I was really close to doing C.
There's probably enough people that are already doing C that you'll make it.
Mm-hmm. You'll be famous.
Yep. Next thing you know, you're going to be on well, I guess there's no shows you can be on. Well, you could be on the show still, like Conan and all that. It's just it'd be by internet.
Captain Donut Eater.
I like donuts.
Donuts.
Your favorite political scandal is A mayor that smokes crack, B, a president that drops loads on interns, or C, a congressman that sends random girls photos of his cock.
Anthony Weiner.
What do we got?
So this would be like favorite, like
That's
the one
funny.
that he thinks is the funniest.
Yeah.
This is like.
Well, I'm definitely going to go with the Congress sending dick pics. I mean,
I'm gonna go with presidents dropping loads.
Oh man, I thought about that too, but I think sending random girls photos of his cock would be what his choice would be. So what do you got, B Slow?
The one that happened, Anthony Weiner.
ask me about my wiener.
Did we already forget about Bill Clinton?
Yeah, because that one did happen.
Loads on interns.
Was that on or in?
On, and either or.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I just let her take my load in her face.
In all fairness, not.
Anthony Weiner.
Well, forget it.
So he's going to C.
Yep. See,
Wiener.
I see that.
I am
Yeah.
not doing good
I
tonight.
mean, we did make a whole bunch of Clinton jokes when we were younger. Like, what does a pop machine and Monica Lewinsky have in common? They both say insert bill.
J Hizzle.
Oh, that's me. Uh-oh.
He's thinking about it.
In order to have sex with the person across from me, I would have to be given A, nothing, let's do this. B, roofies and heroin. C, a paper bag.
I'm coming over here now, guys. I'm no longer across from.
So what do you think the answer is, guys?
B. You
C.
would need B.
C, a paper bag.
What do you think the answer is, Captain B Slow?
Sit you're across from him.
I would run away.
You would need
You're gonna
B.
need roofies and heroin.
You would have
Yes.
to, you'd have
Given
to
by me.
roofie
That is the
Brian.
only way I would need roofies and heroin.
I was right for one. Yay!
Now, wait, the question on everybody's mind is, are you giving him the roofies to do it, or is he giving you the roofies to do it?
No. And in order for me to ever even attempt any kind of act like that, I would need roofies and heroin because I would be
He's
out of my
gonna be
mind.
roofied by one of you two, and be like,
Hey,
I don't even
Vegas
think
next year,
roofies
who
and
knows what
heroin
might happen.
Make that happen.
We got to roofie both of them and put them in weird positions and then put it on my OnlyFans account.
with the hairy toe on top.
Just so you can buy the Golden Girls house.
Also, I can
Jeez.
buy the Golden Girls house. Texas,
Yeah.
you got kicked out of college for blanking in the girls' washroom. Was it A, dropping loads of cum, B, sniffing cocaine, C, setting up a toilet cam?
Ooh.
It was definitely C.
Ooh.
He was setting up a camera. In
I'm
the
guessing
bathroom.
it's going to be C, so then he could do A, right?
And he didn't. Yeah, so he could set it up, watch it at home.
C.
C, I'm sorry.
In the words of the movie, Not Another Teen Movie, seeing girl go pee-pee is not something I want to see, so I will go with B. I would be snorting cocaine.
Well,
It's not just in the bathroom. I mean, I guess that happens in the bathroom. Oh, okay.
that's what he said.
People snort
he was-
coke right off a urinal.
Urinal,
Ugh.
sink, toilet, whatever. Toilet paper holder.
Sounds awful.
Okay, for me. I was at an abortion clinic just chilling. I advised the pregnant teenager beside me to A, that she will gain tons of weight if she keeps the baby. B, that welfare is awesome. C, that I wish I also had more unprotected sex as a teenager.
C.
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 What was A again?
I'm going C. Might be.
See,
What was A again?
That she will gain a ton of weight if she keeps the baby.
Well, because I don't know why I'm actually gonna be different and go A, because C would mean then that you potentially have like all these kids, which means all this extra child support and stuff. So you could just done more protected. Probably would have been more.
Doesn't mean
Your
they're going to
thing.
get pregnant, but
You could.
A, you're advocating for the killing of an unborn child
No, he's just making fun of her.
if they keep the baby.
What was B?
Welfare is awesome.
I mean, I don't think that. Fine, I'll just go C like everyone else.
He gave in to peer pressure, folks.
I wasn't looking at A that way, but when you say it, that's a bad thing. So
Believe it or not, I tell her welfare is awesome.
Welfare is
should have
very
gone
bad.
B. Darn it.
I could see that. I mean, for somehow people on welfare drive a better car than me. So
Better phones, everything, yeah.
Dude, look at all the shit you get from welfare if you keep that baby. And then if you get a second baby, just imagine. You'll be rich and you'll be on EBT.
I don't think you'll
and
be
you don't pay
rich,
for
but-
food. Have you
Well, they'll
seen
make
some-
more money than I do working.
It's true.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen a welfare receipt?
No.
It's ridiculous.
There's a girl, she's making over 70 grand a year on welfare.
That's not even including child support. That's just welfare.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wrong.
It is what it is, though.
I hope that at least those kids are growing up then in a good home with good stuff.
They're growing
Probably
up,
not.
but if they're lazy, they get paid for it.
okay, moving on. Next
Captain
round.
Donut Liquor. If I was a bully, I would A, give titty twisters to chubby girls. B, stuff nerds' heads into toilets. C, cry myself to sleep because my dad beats me.
Well, I don't think he would do B because mine and Henrich's head would be in a toilet.
Read B again.
Stuff nerds' heads into toilets.
You see, I was one of those nerds in school, so.
I'm gonna go with A.
But hey, no. We did a video in high school where David Sherbin and I put Justin's head in a toilet, gave him a flushie.
I know, I was there too.
Flushie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
called a
So,
swirly, by the
we
way.
did give
I know, but
Justin a swirl.
I call it a flushie though.
Oh.
What was A again?
Giving a big girl's titty
Big girls'
twisters.
Titty twisters.
What was C?
Cry
C
myself to
was-
sleep because my dad beats me.
I'll go A.
A.
I would have to go with. See, I don't think you would touch chubby girls, though. I gotta go B.
I touch you.
Just because you touch my hairy nipples.
I'm gonna go A.
Oh, there we go. There's your next OnlyFans. Hairy nipples 2375.
He's gonna create a bunch of 2375 accounts.
Why 2375?
I don't know. That was the first number I came up with, and now
Oh,
that's my
okay.
OnlyFans account. Harry Toe 2375.
I wrote down the number he said. That's why I said that in the intro.
Okay, J Hizzle. I think the disturbed friend that is most likely to get genital herpes is A, sitting on my left, which is me. B, sitting on your right, which is Texas. C, sitting across from you, which is B Slow.
A.
Herpes.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
A. Rick.
You're gonna say. Wow.
I'm going to say the one sitting across from you now,
Well, I didn't give an answer.
because I just know that's where you guys are going to go. You're going to go A.
Well, as you said, it's gonna be you or Josh, because I'm only sleeping with one person who is free of that.
and
I don't know what Jay does in his escapades. He's pretty silent on that part. He's pretty private about his privacy.
I'm not an option.
It's his question.
yeah, it's my question.
It's the
Oh,
three of
yeah,
us,
I
dum
know.
dum. So which one is it?
Okay, so he picked Rick, I'm picking Josh.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna go Rick. Well, because not to be mean, but I don't know, because You said you're obviously you're engaged. You only see one person, so good job. Texas, I guess I don't know if he's a busy guy. I'm gonna
He's
say,
showing you he's sleeping with his hand.
that was what I figured. So Rick might be the only one that has a shot at getting genital herpes.
But when he gets that car, who knows?
Oh man.
Main reason why I'm going for it, not gonna lie.
Just to get genital herpes. You got it.
That's the main. Well, maybe, but it's gonna put a smile on your face.
It's gonna push you back in your seat. You're gonna create some smoke with them tires, and you don't have to worry about snow, so you won't slip and slide.
Oh man.
I can't wait to hear this answer, Texas.
Well, about once a year I have to worry about snow. That's about it.
Just be careful then.
Are you ready for Texas's question?
Sure, why not?
Texas's favorite pubic hairstyle on a woman is A, the 1970s bushwhacker. B, the landing strip up to the belly button. C, the bald eagle with excessive razor burn.
Landing strip.
Oh.
I'm going with
Up to the belly button?
You said bald eagle, right?
Bald eagle with
Wait.
excessive razor burn.
You did say up to belly button.
Up to the belly button.
Texas is patriotic. I'm gonna go bald eagle.
I think I'm gonna go bald eagle.
I'm going bushwhacker.
Who's not to belly button? That's creepy.
I am not one for the bush, so I'm gonna go bald eagle.
With the razor
America.
burn.
America.
America.
I just wanted to say 1970s bushwhacker. He almost spit out his drink. All right. Here's my question. Oh, and this might actually be a one that could happen to me. I'm a compulsive gambler and just lost another bet. Now I have to get a horrible tattoo of A, the word dead babies rock on my forehead. B, 2 swastikas on my neck.
Oh.
C, a cartoon dick shooting jizz beside my mouth.
Those are all terrible.
Those are
A
Those are
is the best and the
awful.
worst. A is best of the
I think
worst.
A.
You think that's pretty awful?
Yeah, but the other one's a Nazi swastika and the other one's a dick shooting cum in your
And
mouth.
he can wear a hat all the time.
Oh,
Look, he's wearing a bandana right now. If he had something on his forehead that said dead babies rock, he couldn't see it.
I was thinking B, if it's on your neck, it could be your lower neck, and you just have a collared shirt that covers it up. And our people not even notice because it's a swastika and it's small.
Jay, look at what Rick is wearing now. That is his workout attire. He is not going to the gym with swastikas on his neck.
I guess.
Not in Battle Creek
I guess
at all.
I'll go the A then.
It's a. Not that I would ever get any of those done, and I would never make a horrible tattoo bet where I had to pick one of those 3. But if I had to pick between those 3, it would have to be A. So we got that going for us here. Be slow. Are you ready
How
for
many more rounds
this?
are we gonna do? 2 more?
We'll do 2 more.
Okay.
If a friend, sexy parent hit on you, you would A, be scared. B, get up in that on the down low. B, give my friend a new baby brother or sister.
I would go.
Okay, is this like
You're getting hit on by a friend's parent.
now
A
or
friend's hot
years
parent.
ago?
We'll say now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go A.
I'm gonna go A because he's faithful to his woman.
I'm going C.
A.
That's what I figured.
Now, if it was a few
10
years ago, I could have seen him go C
That's
or
what
B.
it was 10 years ago, you know.
Oh, see, I still would have went C.
I'd be A.
Well, B could have led to C, so.
We're family now.
Why'd you look at Jay when you said that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're only family when we go to Olive Garden, guys. Come on.
Gave somebody a
Sounds
breadstick.
really
Anyways,
good. Oh, those breadsticks. And they're ganache soup. I always forget how to pronounce it, but so
Ganoush.
good.
Yeah, ganoush.
And the pasta, especially shrimp and scallop. Oh man, I want to go there.
I had Red Lobster pasta last night. That was good.
Oh my gosh, that sounds good too. Cheddar biscuit.
Moving on.
Yep.
Moving
Hey,
on.
hey, J Hizzle,
Moving on.
you get a softball too. I don't know how that was possible.
About time.
The worst invention of all time is A, the selfie stick, B, the mullet, C, affirmative action.
E.
I'm gonna go with B,
C.
What was B?
the mullet.
Well, he seems to like Canadians, and some Canadians like to rock the mullet, so I'm gonna go selfie stick.
Wow, you all
Hey.
picked a different one.
Which one's the worst invention of all time there, Jay?
I'm gonna go with the safe bet and just go A.
Oh, affirmative action was terrible.
People rocking the mullet.
Again, I'm just going with the non-controversial safe bet.
Okay, Texas.
Yeah.
This might be a softball for you too. The first thing we must legalize globally is A, polygamy, B, indecent exposure, C, human trafficking. Which one do you think, B Slow?
B, indecent exposure.
Wait, that we have to get rid of or
Legalize.
Oh, B.
I'm gonna go with polygamy.
I don't think I would want B because people then run up and flash my children. So I guess I'll go with A, polygamy. What that means, Justin, is if you can have more than one wife.
That sounds dangerous.
It is if you get the crazy ones.
But I mean, like, so let's say you marry 3 wives and they all divorce you. Does that mean you only get a quarter of what you have?
Probably.
Well, it depends if they divorce you all at the same time.
It sounds like a
So
bad
if it's all
idea.
at the same time, then it's a quarter.
Plus,
But see, if one divorces you, then they get half of all their stuff, and then their stuff, and then their stuff. So essentially, you'll be left with nothing.
I mean, I guess we have 3 sugar mamas.
Yeah, but I don't want people to just running up and flashing my children because then I'll have to stab people. So I'm just gonna go with polygamy.
Well, they said indecent exposure, not like child. Well, I don't know. Would that be
That's
something
still
different?
that's a separate felony to do something in front of a child.
Yeah. So
I'd just be walking around with my Peter meat hanging out. Anyways, all right. Here's my
Everyone's
question.
running away. Run away.
Hey,
Yes.
it'd get him in the lines at the Cedar Point a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing I would love to avoid the rest of my life is A, prison, B, premature ejaculation, C, boarding a Malaysian airline.
B.
I'd go, well, I'd want to avoid prison.
A.
Hey,
B.
I'm avoiding prison.
yeah.
I can handle if I, did a little quick come one or two times here, but I'm not going to be sharing a bunk with old Bubba.
No, I totally agree with you. No prison for me.
But you're smart enough. You could lead the prison.
Yeah, but I'm also smart enough to not cause premature ejaculation too. So,
I'd rather just not be in prison.
all right, here we go for the final round. Be slow. If I had to punish my son for interrupting mommy and daddy time, I would A, make them play football with Jerry Sandusky. B, make them work for an Indian sweatshop. C, make them watch mommy and daddy's sex tape.
C.
Well, that would be a punishment. But
No.
You gotta pick one, and I'll be nice. I'll make him work for an Indian sweatshop. I'm sorry to my little.
I am not. I don't think B would send him to Jerry Sandusky because that would be bad. I guess I'm gonna go Indian sweatshop.
What do you got?
What'd Jay say?
He
I said C.
He's gonna make him watch the sex tape.
I don't want to do any. I would never do any of these, but the
You had to
least
pick
of the
one.
one is the Indian sweatshop.
You think that's? I think that's rough.
That is not psychological punishment.
It's physical.
So would you scar your kid for life and make them watch mommy and daddy's sex tape?
I mean, no one said that it couldn't be censored. But
That's all right. Let him go. Let him go.
Something fell down. Boom.
That's my phone.
Yeah, he drops that a lot.
It happens. J Hizzle.
He has it now. Yeah, me.
If you had the ability to be invisible, you would
Ooh.
rob a bank, B, spy on celebrities, C, hang out in change rooms.
Spy on celebrities. B.
Buying
Spy on
on celebrities.
Definitely.
Come
How awesome would that be?
here, Katy Perry. I'm coming to your house.
Let me show you my peacock, cock, my peacock, cock.
What's that white stuff oozing out of the wall?
Do I have a leak in here? Why is this on my face?
Why is this salty?
That's not mayonnaise.
Why is this so warm?
Wow, this escalated quickly.
It did. It really
It
did.
really got out of hand fast.
Get
Okay.
it out of hand.
This one's going to be an interesting one. So, this is fuck, marry, kill. So I'm going to give you 3 choices, and you're going to tell me who he's going to marry, who you think he would marry, who you think he would fuck, and who you think he would kill.
This is for me, by the way.
Yes.
I'm looking at you.
So, would Texas fuck, marry, or kill A, Zach Galifianakis, B, Seth Rogen, C, Jonah Hill? Which one is he marrying? Which one is he fucking? Which one is he killing?
Hold that up.
What's
so I
the
can see
second one?
Names. Yeah, what? Yeah.
Okay, so Zach Galifianakis, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill. And I'm going to tell you right now, I think he's going to kill Jonah Hill. I think he's going to marry Seth Rogen, and he's going to fuck Zach Galifianakis.
I agree with you, actually.
I agree with you there.
Were you right?
I disagree. I would
Come
fuck Seth
on.
Rogen. I would marry Zach Galifianakis.
But you'd kill Jonah Hill, so at least
I would still kill Jonah Hill, yes.
Okay.
I fucking hate Jonah Hill.
I don't hate him.
I like Zach Galifianakis in his movies, The Hangover, Out Cold.
Yeah.
He's funny. I like him.
Yeah, I
And
just wasn't sure.
he doesn't have
Or a
that.
wolf pack.
He doesn't have that annoying Seth Rogen laugh. And he's not a weak smoker, I don't
Satchel.
think.
Indiana Jones has one.
Yeah. I like the classic. The first one was my favorite. The second one was my least favorite because they basically just remade the first one. And then the third one had its own storyline. I mean, I liked them all, but the first one's the best. All right, what do we got?
All right.
Finish this out here.
I feel like my last one was a softball, but that's all right because you all got one. It would be most shocking for me if I found out that A, Santa was real, B, I had a twin, C, my dad is gay.
More shocking for you?
Yeah.
Hey,
I would say Santa's real.
B.
Because you're like, I can save money at Christmas now. Woo! So you'd be super shocked.
I would think it would be B. Believe it or not, if I thought I had a twin, it would make so much sense because then I'd be like, God damn, now I understand why I'm a fucking asshole.
well then it wouldn't be that shocking.
No, it would all make sense. It would all make sense to me then. I'd be like,
that
Makes
was
sense
that's
isn't
why-
shocking.
that
Sounds
wasn't
like-
the question. The question was, what would shock you the most?
it
Like,
would shock me the most. And then it would like brainstorm. No
I
wonder
think-
I'm such a dick.
I think a Pikachu would shock you the most.
it's true.
All right.
Pikachu,
that was it for this
choose
week. That
you.
was Disturbed Friends.
Oh man, now
Taser.
Squirtle, Squirtle, Squirtle.
it's time for some sports.
Alrighty then. So
Not for us.
this week, I want to start in the world of the NFL, Or-
The National Football League.
Ooh.
where after years of pressure, the Washington football team has decided to change their name from I don't know if I can say this or not, the Washington Redskins to a name that will later be determined. However,
I'm there.
they're going to have a
Solve their
bit of
issue.
they're going to have a bit of an issue because one of their fans trademarked all 44 names that are name options for the team. In my opinion, being a bit of a dick, but
No way. Someone really did that?
Yes, he trademarked 44 of the name options that are possibilities for the team, including like the Red Hawks, the Renegades, they had some other ones out
He's
there.
going
but
to try
he
to sell it to him now.
Marshall
isn't he?
went to the Red Hawks from the Redskins, right?
I wonder if maybe they can fight that in court. Because clearly it was intentional just to mess that up, the situation up.
Well, they shouldn't have to change the name in the first place. Okay,
Well,
if somebody named a professional football team after me, I'd feel honored.
That'd be pretty
Well,
cool.
the
I
thing
wouldn't feel
is that
insulted.
the person who made their logo was a Native American. He made the logo. So, I mean,
So he's
obviously they're
honored
not,
by it.
I guess,
It's a
but
good thing.
the Cleveland Indians are also considering changing their name.
Just put a red dot on their forehead and call it good.
For them, I think the Cleveland Indians should be called the Cleveland Mistakes by the Lake. And
That's a good
their
one.
logo could be a river on fire.
There we go.
I still think
The-
I still think
the-
Washington should stick with the Redskins and just put the potato on their helmet like we posted on Twitter.
The Blackhawks said they will not be changing their name. I think they should. They should change their name to the Chicago Pride and have rainbow jerseys since they're all suck anyways. And the Atlanta Braves said they will not be changing their name, but they are going to look into taking away the tomahawk chop.
That was a very brave stance by them.
Or a coward.
In UFC 251 that was in Fight Island last weekend, the main event was Kamaru Usman beat Jorge Masvidal in a unanimous decision. The co-main event was Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway. Volkanovski won in a split decision, and what a lot of people are saying was a controversial decision because they thought Max Holloway won it, but one of the judges didn't see it that way, and I guess Dana White was not too happy. And then the other title fight was Peter Yan versus Jose Aldo, and Yan won. So, and then in the world of NASCAR.
Oh,
J
there's fun
Hizzle's
stuff in
favorite.
NASCAR.
Woohoo!
So last Sunday, they had a race at Kentucky. The winner of that was Cole Custer, who
Woo!
in the last lap pretty much passed about, 4 cars to go to first?
Yeah,
The last
it was
lap, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And second place was Martin Truex Jr. Third place was Matt Diambendetto. Fourth place was Kevin Harvick. And 5 was Kurt Busch.
And the cool thing is Cole Custer's a rookie this year. So it was
for
his
him.
first race win ever. And usually it takes rookies like 3 years before they get their first victory. He was excited. It was pretty awesome. I always love it to watch people get their first wins. So who knows? He might be. He's going to make the playoffs now too. So that's awesome. There was also an all-star race on Wednesday too.
Yes, there was. There was an all-star race on Wednesday that was won by Chase
Woohoo!
Elliott.
I like Chase Elliott.
Second place was Kyle Busch. Third place was Kevin Harvick. Man, I feel like I say his name every week.
He's pretty much
Brad
the best racer.
Keselowski was fourth, and Denny Hamlin was fifth.
But and for the race, just for the all-star race, they put lights under the cars, so they were all glowing. Kind of cool. And they did have fans in the stands.
Yes, I was told that by my son who actually watched the race watched some of it last week.
I saw the highlights. I didn't realize it was on a Wednesday. I'm mad at myself because I love Bristol. That's like my favorite track. But that was exciting, though. It was a good week in NASCAR.
And speaking of racing, it is time for our F1 update.
Woo!
And with that, I bring in my son. So, Zadrian,
Yes.
it's up to you, man. What happened this week in F1?
Not really much happened, honestly. It was a very boring week for F1. Today they had practice, which basically meant they, had the cars practice, I guess. Yeah, that's really it.
How was your driver in
Well-
practice?
what happened last week? I know they had their second race. I believe it was also in wherever the heck it was. Who won that one?
The second race, I got it wrong. They moved the schedule around. The second race was in Styria. I don't know how to call it, but that race was won by Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he's really good. I like him.
Is that your favorite? Is that
Yeah.
what you call? Yeah. So did you watch the race?
No, because I don't know what times they do it, because it's over in Styria, and I don't know what time zone that is.
Probably the middle of the night for us.
When you saw the results, though, were you like, "Yeah, baby"?
No, I wasn't like that, but I was pretty excited.
Yeah, he was still kind of asleep on Sunday when I went in there and told him. He's like, cool.
Yeah.
Quarter.
Who came in second in that race?
Oh no.
Oh, come on, the guy who won the first one.
Valtteri Bottas is the
Oh,
second
nice.
one. Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to go to like the school where they teach you how to drive an Indy car.
That'd be a blast.
Maybe.
Or
So where are they racing at this week?
They're racing in Hungary this week.
That's kind of a fun league where you literally go to different countries. I just wonder how they get the cars there. Boat?
airplane.
They sometimes they put them. It's like NASCAR. They put them in like little trucks and stuff like that.
But what if you go to a country that's like, for example, and they come to America and there's not a road?
They may already have those shipped over here like months.
That's my thought.
advance. Like they probably have extra cars.
Yeah, I wonder if they just. I bet they just ship them on containers.
However, I did do a little research and I found out that a Formula One race car is $10 million.
Yeah, high performance
More
vehicles aren't
expensive than that
cheap.
Gilmore House.
Rick, you need the Gilmore House.
The Golden Girls.
Sorry.
Rick, you need to start selling those toe picks a lot quicker and get us an F1 car.
I just
The Poddamn Idiotz F1 Harry Tow car.
I just sent you guys links to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm not opening that.
I've already seen that toe pic. It's fine.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, yeah, anything else for us this week? Any F1 news?
Well, I do got some news, but first, the race this week should be a little slippery because they canceled. No, they didn't cancel, but it was very wet today. It was very rainy today in practice. A lot of cars spun out.
Will they race in rain?
In F1, they do race in rain, yes.
Nice. NASCAR sometimes does on road courses. They actually have windshield wipers.
Well, if they would just change the tires, like get trainers, put some different tires on, that'd be kind of neat. Yeah.
Yep.
And the interesting thing about F1, during their races, they only pit like one time a race, sometimes twice, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's all about the speed, which I like. They don't really pit that much.
Speed.
Do you know what racing league they have really good spelling in? F7. Right? Anyone has Microsoft?
That's a spell check joke.
Well, my F7 has a picture of an airplane. So.
You got to have Microsoft Word. It's F7 for spell check.
Thank you, Rick. Glad someone got it.
More hair than all of them. Oh,
Thank you for that dad joke, J Hizzle.
You're welcome.
My son pointed out he has more hair than all of us combined.
That's only because
Yeah,
I cut
that's
mine.
true.
He does.
Is he also still getting paid more than all of us combined?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't got my check yet, but I'm pretty sure I am.
All right.
It's in the mail.
If you're getting anything, you are.
Obviously, I'm not getting anything. I'm selling toe pics on OnlyFans.
Zay, you know anyone who wants toe pics?
No, I don't.
That's Harry Toe 2375. on
Congratulations.
OnlyFans.
I hope I don't either.
All right. You got anything else for us?
Nothing. Like I said, it's a very boring week in F1. So that's it.
All right. So that was our F1 update of the week.
One more.
Oh, hang on.
One more.
Hang on.
If you want to know more about F1, there's this Netflix series called Drive to Survive. It likes a documentary on every racer and stuff like that. So
Drive to Survive on Netflix.
Yeah. On Netflix.
Oh, that'd be kinda
I'll look
cool.
that up.
It's a pretty cool
Put it down,
series.
I forget.
Drive.
Lets you know about all the teams and the races and stuff like that. So
All right. Thank you
Nude.
for our F1 update. We need to get some car sounds in there.
We do.
And that is all I have for
Well-
sports, and I've got to put my stand back together.
But Texas, the National Hockey League is coming back, and for the most part,
Not the Red Wings.
no, but for the most part, almost all the players have chosen to come back. There's very few that aren't going to participate, which I thought was really cool.
Well, that's because
One love
hockey
to see.
players aren't sissies like basketball players or baseball players.
And the ones that aren't, most of them have pretty good reasons. Like one just had a daughter, and I think she has a few health issues, so he doesn't want to take any risks. And I wouldn't either. Family comes
wouldn't either.
first. But the other thing is for hockey players, I don't know, maybe it's the same for the NBA, but for hockey players, it's the playoffs, so they already got paid for the season, so they're not really making any extra money. There is a small playoff pool, so technically they might make like $3 or $4 a game. But yeah. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, a lot of respect for hockey players. But in Edmonton, where they're playing, the Western Conference is playing, there's a huge storm that went through, and it flooded. Not the arena itself, but there was some flooding inside Rogers Arena. So,
Crazy.
yeah, but they said it'll be all cleaned up and ready. But, yeah, so training camps are going on right now, which is exciting. And then exhibition games are going to start the week of the 26th. They're gonna have
Man, I saw that list of games that they have planned for the first few days of the playoffs.
amazing.
If they are on TV, I am going to be in hog heaven because there was a boatload of hockey.
They will all be on TV. That's the only reason they're doing it, obviously. I don't know if the exhibition games will be on TV. I bet they will too, but for sure, all the first round and the top seeds have a 3-game tournament. They'll all be on.
I'm still kind of upset that one of those teams that goes out in the first round is going to get the first overall pick.
So let's hope it's a bad team that gets it and make me feel better.
You don't think somebody would throw it just to get the first pick, do you?
I mean, you still only have like a 12.5% chance. So no, they won't throw it. Players want to win the cup.
8th wonder of the world.
Yeah.
Andre the Giant?
The Stanley Cup.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, so that's exciting. I think baseball starts up like in 2 weeks too, like official games.
Let's go Tigers.
Well,
Boom, 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 boom.
I should put this in the sports. I
Better
apologize.
yet, Cardinals.
Some of them
Astros.
are having issues at this moment because a lot of the governors of their states are shutting back down or not allowing it. So I know like the Dodgers might not be able to play in their home stadium right now. The Blue Jays might have to play in Buffalo because Canada might not let them travel back and forth to the United States.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know about Michigan with your dictator Whitler there. If they let the Tigers actually play.
Cases have been pretty low, so we might be okay.
They can,
For her,
they-
they're really high.
they can play. There's just going to be no fans in the stands for Order 133.
I mean, I think they are letting a few. Aren't they letting a couple hundred people into minor league baseball games right now?
Yeah, but that's
So-
only,
Well, that's not in Detroit. I know that's over here. Detroit has over 50% of all the cases.
and
So
but they're still trying to shut all the sports down. So
we shall see. Hockey's going to go because it's in Canada, and Canada barely has anything up there. So
And they're doing
Okay.
the bubble system kind of like the NBA is doing, where once you're in this little area, you
Yeah.
can't leave. And
I
if
think
you do
it's-
leave, you've got to quarantine before you're able to play again.
I think it's going to work really well. Actually, I have faith it's going to work out good. So I don't know about other sports, but hockey will go.
I'm looking forward to hockey. Baseball is going to be weird because I know they're going to travel. And
There could be
football,
problems with baseball.
football is supposed to have their training camps, I believe, open up in like 2 weeks, and they still have no direction on anything right now. They're like all the NFL owners met this, I think, today and tried to come up with some stuff. And
I bet football goes. It's too big of an industry not to, but they're not going to have fans, at least not for a while.
well, a lot of their players, it's not worth the risk to play.
Well, I
The
mean,
virus you have a 98% chance of survival.
Oh, more than that.
it's up to, I guess the players will have to decide that. It's a players association, so we shall
All
see.
right.
But anything else in sports?
Worst case scenario, if that does happen and the major players don't want to play, we can just,
I'll
get
suit
the
up.
minor leagues.
I'll suit up and play for a couple $1 million.
Well, it can be like the replacements or
I'll play for $1
Or
million.
during World War II, they had the female baseball.
Oh, that
league,
movie was good. A
Figure-
League of Their Own.
But all right, well, thank you for that sporting news, Texas and Zay. And now
Say gave you a nod.
it is time for some top 5.
five.
All right. I don't even think he remembered he said this originally, but per Captain Beaslow, he wanted to do top 5 female singers. So why not do top 5 female singers?
Did he purr like a cat because it was purr?
He was like, oh, wow, he does a much better purring. So, yes. Wow, that's actually really impressive. Did you learn that from your cats?
I got 2 of them, but no, I've been doing this before I had cats.
How long have you been doing that for? That's kind of funny. All right, Texas, what do you got?
All right. So first and foremost, I am going to preface this by saying I really don't listen to a lot of music. A lot of the time I spend listening to podcasts or comedy things on XM. I don't listen to a lot of music. So a lot of these I just went on people that annoy me the least.
People listen to podcasts?
Yes, I do. So
Oh.
number 5, I do know some of her songs. This is Carrie Underwood.
It's a good pick. And she's a hockey fan.
Number 4, because
You married to
those hips don't lie, Shakira.
Shakira. That's a great one.
That's a great one.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that.
You
Number
make a woman go mad.
number 3 might be a little controversial because she's not technically a singer, but she sings in a lot of her
Oh, I thought you were
movies.
going to say something else.
No, it's a little controversial because she sings in a lot of her movies. She is on soundtracks, so I'm going with Anna
All right.
Kendrick.
We'll let you go with her.
Number 2, even though some of her songs are pretty much the damn same, I'm going Taylor Swift.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. Trouble. Sometimes you just
And-
got to shake it off.
Shake it off.
Hoo.
Number 1, pretty much because of her damn Peacock song, I'm going Katy Perry.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Again,
Taste of her cherry chapstick.
I do not listen to a lot of music, and when I do, it's mostly heavy metal and rock and roll. There are a few, but not a lot of female singers. So
All right. We'll go to Ric Spade.
Okie dokie.
Smoky.
All right, so my number 5 is Katy Perry.
You're hot, then you're cold. You're yes, then you're no.
I'm in and I'm out.
You're up and you're down.
You left when it's right.
It's wrong when it's right.
It's black and it's white. Anyway.
My number 4, Avril Lavigne.
Oh, that's a good one, too. It's so
You're
complicated.
just a skater boy. I said, see you later, boy.
She's hot too. My number 3, the Spice Girls. All the Spice Girls.
So tell me what you want, what you really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
I wanna-
Posh, Baby, Scary, Paprika, Salt, Pepper. All the Spice Girls.
If you had to pick one, do you have a favorite or no?
Mel B. I love you, Mel B. Mel B. I know you're single now, Mel B.
Which
Mel
one's
B.
the redhead? I thought there's a redhead one. She's my favorite.
I don't know. I like Mel
I
B.
think the redhead was Ginger Spice. I always liked Baby and
Okay.
Sporty.
I have a thing for Mel B. My number 2, Amy Lee, lead singer of Evanescence.
Yeah, she's good.
And she's hot. But my number 1, Izzy Hale from Hailstrom.
Nice.
Her voice is amazing. See, I like Amy Lee. She's got a great voice, but Lizzie Hale, her voice kicks Amy Lee's voice out of the park.
Really?
They're both awesome, but hers is just, I don't know. It's
all right.
It's different.
Captain B, what do you have?
All right, let's do a couple honorable mentions. I have Taylor Swift as an honorable mention. You maybe think of Shakira, absolutely.
Oh, that's a good
and
one.
Fergie.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Fergie
she's
Ferg.
a real good honorable. I like her. I liked her in Black Eyed Peas.
When I come to the club, step aside.
My lovely lady lumps. All right, number 5.
We're gonna sing one song and one song only. Black Eyed Peas, Lady Humps. What you gonna do with all that junk? Oh, that junk inside your trunk.
I'm gonna get you drunk, get you love drunk off my humps.
What are you gonna do with all that ass inside those jeans?
I'm gonna make you work, make you work, make you work.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, 5, Lizzie Hale. 4, Amy Lee. My number 3 is Avril Lavigne.
Good.
And yes, I had a crush on her when we were younger. And yes, I think she's hot. My number 2 is Katy Perry. And of course, my number 1 is the same number 1 as last week, Anna Kendrick.
Ooh, Anna.
Love the Cup song.
I get my
And I've
ticket for
seen
the
every
long
Pitch
way
Perfect
home.
movie many times because she's in it.
There's another movie I just
2
watched.
bottles of whiskey for the way.
I did watch one where she was like dating a serial killer or something like that, and they were trying to kill him.
I think that's
That was a good
What's the
one,
movie
too.
we watched? Texas, we watched a movie that is either The Accountant.
Yeah, The Accountant
Yeah,
with Ben Affleck.
yeah, that was a good
Affleck.
movie. Like that was a legit good movie. You should watch that. All right, so I got some honorable mentions. Carrie Underwood, obviously, because she's awesome. She has good music. She likes hockey. Avril Lavigne, definitely. I've always liked her. Amy Lee, her voice is just amazing. I don't know a ton of their songs, but man, Christina Aguilera, can't forget her. She has a really good voice too. Shakira. I guess you gotta have Madonna at least as honorable mention because
He's got a lot of honorable mentions tonight, doesn't he?
and Fergie. Yeah, I had a lot of honorable mentions the other one too. All right, top 5. So this one, no one will probably have heard of because she's in a smaller band from Detroit, but I've seen them quite a few times and gotten to talk with her, and she sounds awesome. So her name's Christina Chris in the band Kaleido. So they actually were in Battle Creek before, but
I know who Kaleido is.
you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
They go to the place off Upton there.
that's awesome.
The place it's called the Music Factory now, I think.
Yeah, it's actually
I love that place.
it's actually a really nice place. The location maybe not, but
Yeah,
the place
Disturbed bought
itself.
me shots there one time.
Did they?
Yeah,
Did you get down with the sickness?
I did.
You go, oh wow. No, that's
great.
nice.
That's a nice place. All these big bands play in there.
Yeah, it's a
and
super
only
nice
it's only like
place.
100 people fit in there. You
Yeah.
know? And so you get to interact with the band afterwards, and a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of times they invite you to their after parties. It's pretty cool.
Also, my friend Amanda got to know them, and Kaleido Christina does a really good cover of Guns N' Roses, and I made a request, and she sang one of the Guns N' Roses songs for me. That was pretty awesome. So, but they're pretty cool, and she knows Jimmy Howard apparently too. I think. So, you gotta love fellow Red Wing fans. But number 4 is Pink. I really like a lot of her music. So, and I hear she puts on amazing shows too. Like I've never been to one of her concerts, but
She
Yeah,
also likes Buc-ee's.
I don't know.
Your dad gave me a Pink CD years back.
Really?
Yeah.
I like a lot of her music. Number 3, going country here, Shania Twain.
Yeah, she's good.
I always loved her music. My brother actually got to see her in a concert and said it was the best concert he's ever been to. It's one of the only ones he's ever been to, but still. And then number 2, I had a huge crush on her growing up as a kid.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Yep. So
Oops, he did it again.
I
Remember
don't-
Texas looking at Britney Spears in the computer lab in middle school.
I don't know what you're talking about.
my cousin Andy and I had a huge crush, and I still remember we would be up on the computer watching her music videos, and like when I'm a Slave for You came out, and she was wearing almost nothing with the snake on her, and it was like,
Okay, Britney Spears story here between Justin and cousin Andy. Spring break, senior year of high school.
oh,
We're in the Durango and we're going down the road, and those two, Justin was driving, Andy was shotgun. So Jesse and I are in the back seat, and they're so tired. You know what they do to stay awake? They scream Britney Spears for hours.
we just started playing the music. Yep.
I remember our 6th grade camp. David Sherman took that picture of Britney Spears, and all the guys were trying to take it from him. And it was just a picture of her with her clothes on, which was weird.
I mean,
Well, we were like 11 or 12, so you know.
she looked attractive
Yeah.
no matter what. And then my number one, obviously, Eye of the Tiger, Katy Perry. So I mean, she's a little.
Gonna hear me roar.
She has a crazy personality, but she's just awesome.
But her voice is great, and I
oh
like
my
her
gosh,
music
her
videos
music's
too.
good. I mean, she seems like a cool person. I like her all around. Actually, I saw her in concert, but before she became famous at I remember it was one of the Warped Tour. That's what it was.
We also saw her first home in Hollywood when we went on our Hollywood tour in Hollywood.
That's true. So I was hoping to run into her there, but we couldn't make it work.
You wanted to run in face first. You go.
I mean, I feel like that could lead to like her security shooting me or something. I don't know, but
Well, that could lead
cool.
that could lead to our next subject.
Oh yeah, that's my top 5, by the way. All right, we'll just let that lead us right on.
Real quick, hang on. What's next week? So are we doing male vocalists? That way I know what to prepare for.
Sure, we'll do top male vocal, not necessarily bands, but just male vocalists. We'll do top bands a different time.
Oh, we already know Justin's number 1 is Steven Tyler.
It's true.
Spoiler.
It's kind of interesting because I'm guessing a lot of my favorite singers are going to end up being my favorite bands too, but who knows? We'll do favorite bands a little more down the road then, so we all forget.
Axl Rose, John Bon Jovi.
Yeah. Wait, but I don't think Vince Neil will be on there.
No?
I mean, I like Motley Crue a lot, but Vince
girls.
Neil isn't the best singer. The band's just awesome.
Were you with me when we saw Vince Neil in concert at Calgarina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got pissed because like the power
mic
went
wouldn't
out.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, right now you guys are stealing the show. You know what that means, though? It's time for Cop Talk.
And now, it's time for Cop Talk. Ugh, tasers hurt.
Hi, guys.
Oh, man, that was tough.
You're not going to believe this. It's Cop Talk time.
About time.
I know. And again, I'm doing kind of like what I did last week.
Texas is still season over there.
All right, go for it.
Tasing again. All right, this time I'm going to give some stats on line of duty deaths for officers. I'm going to read off a couple officers' names and including some canines that were murdered.
No.
I know. So this year alone, there has been 124 line of duty deaths. And it's only July. And last year, there's 147 line of duty deaths. So a whole lot higher this year.
Wait, what, total there was 147 last year total?
Yes.
Wow.
And this year in July, we're at 124. The last 5 years have been 988 deaths, 10 years, 1,798, and all-time line of duty deaths for police officers is 24,031. So as you can say, it's not a safe job, especially nowadays where they're being targeted. Some of the recent fallen doggies, just yesterday, K9 Bonnie from the University of Reno was killed. July 1st, K9 Leo from Wake Forest, North Carolina. June 10th was K9 Rao from South Carolina Highway Patrol. And some of the names from some of the officers last week, if you listened.
Did these dogs die in the line of duty?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they did. Oh, it's reloading on me. There we go. All right, and here's some stats for some of the deaths. It's not all murder, but this is just line of duty death. Because at 9/11, there's officers still being killed from 9/11. Everyone is bored. Josh is looking at his phone.
Sorry, I'm getting text messages from my son who's across the table.
3 died from 9/11 related cancer. 1 is an aircraft accident. 14 in a traffic crash. And here's the big difference from last year to this year. 55 officers have been killed due to COVID-19 this year.
Oh.
1 has drowned, 2 from a duty-related illness, and 30 of them were murdered by gunfire.
Ugh.
4 had a heart attack, 2 in a motorcycle crash, 4 were murdered by a vehicle, 5 was by a vehicle assault, and 2 was from a vehicle pursuit. Yeah, we can read off some of the names. Some of the recent ones. There were several murder in Texas recently.
Darn
Yep,
it,
I know
Texas.
those ones.
Yep. Even San Marcos had one, I think, last year, killed 1 or 2
They had 2. No, they had one a few months ago.
a few months ago. All right. So I'm just going to read off some names. I'm not going to read them all. It's 124 names, but we're going to start with some, and I'll read a little bit each week. Investigator Ryan Fortini from New York State Police. Public Safety Officer Jackson Winkler from Florence Regional Airport. Police Officer Paul Dunn, Lakeland Police Department. Police Officer Nicholas Rainier, Lubbock Police Department. Deputy Sheriff Jared Taylor, Bryan County Sheriff's Office. Officer Tiffany Enriquez, Honolulu Police. Officer Kalui Lake Kalama, Honolulu Police Department. Deputy Sheriff Sheldon Gordon Whiteman, Long County. Police Officer Catherine Mary Thine, Newport News Police. Major Angelette Moore, Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail. Police Officer Matthew Sadowitz, New York City. Police Officer Alan McCollum, Corpus Christi, Texas. Deputy Sheriff Richard Edward Witten, Liberty County, Texas. Police Officer Nick O'Rear, Kimberly, Alabama. Trooper Joseph Bullock, Florida Highway Patrol. Police Officer Kenneth Lester, Richmond Police Department. Detective James Kirk, Stanton, Kentucky. Deputy Sheriff Donna Below, DeSoto Parish, Louisiana. Lieutenant Shirley Lanning, Canadian County Sheriff's Office in Oklahoma. Officer David Kellywood, White Mountain Apache Tribal Police. Corporal Gillette, that one person died on Justin's birthday. Police Officer Brent Scrimshire, Hot Springs, Arkansas. And that's just the first 2 months of the year.
Yikes.
And those were mostly all gunfire, ambushes, because police have been created targets. Those are some names to remember. I know this
all their
segment's not
souls
fun,
rest
but
in peace.
I think it's important to share their names.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a little story of the Brooklyn Bridge fight. You guys seen the video or heard about this?
Was that where the or wasn't like the highest ranking uniformed officer for New York police got ambushed? The chief. Yep.
Yeah, there's people just mind their own business. You know, some bicycle cops in the bridge, they get attacked by this woman. And a crowd starts attacking them. They're whacking these people with a pipe or a cane. And these officers, you look at them, they're all bloodied, they're beaten, they can barely move. I don't know why this person wasn't shot. Maybe because it's New York City and they're afraid to shoot anybody because they're going to create something to throw them in prison. But that's a violent atmosphere for police right now, and it needs to change. People need to not just attack someone just because they're a cop.
I totally agree with you there.
Yeah, and I got a little quote. When a police officer is killed, it's not an agency that loses an officer, it's an entire nation. That's posted under the Border Patrol agent that was killed just a couple of days ago, Enrique Rositas.
So I'm curious what your opinion is. In Berkeley, California, they just passed something. They haven't rolled it out because they got to figure out how to do this, but cops are no longer going to be responsible for issuing traffic tickets and doing the stops. Social workers will be doing this.
I heard something about that in the Bay Area. And this is what it's going to lead to. Dead social workers.
It seems like a stupid idea. Because first off, social workers, I imagine, won't be allowed to drive cars with the red and blue lights, will they? And if not, why would I pull over for anyone that doesn't have a red and blue light?
Plus, they're unarmed. They have no training. They have no knowledge. They have no arrest powers. So what are they going to do when they stop this car who's got a convicted felon in it, has drugs in the car, and a legal firearm in the car?
I almost imagine
they're going to get shot.
I imagine they're not going to check for any of that. They're just going to give a citation. But why would that car even pull over for them?
They wouldn't.
I know. So then what? We just call the police again, right? So
it's getting completely and totally and utterly out of hand. People think that police have this unlimited budget. They realize they're paid by the taxpayers, right?
Exactly. And when you cut budget, training's the first thing that goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I was just curious. I thought it was a poor idea. I'm okay with maybe some situations that are just ridiculous for cops to have to go to have other people do it, but not traffic stops. One of the departments said it's one of the most dangerous things cops do.
It is. That and domestic violence.
Yeah, so why are we... Yeah, I don't agree with that. But I was just curious what your opinion was.
It's the way the world's trying to go. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stop when they realize that, oh, crap, people are getting murdered. We need the police.
Or no one's listening or doing anything. Everyone's speeding now.
Right.
Just a FYI, because you were talking kind of like the funding of the police and stuff like that. August 8th and 9th here in Austin, Texas, a motorcycle group called the WTFers, which stands for Wind Therapy Freedom Riders, headed up by a friend of mine, will be doing a rally in Austin to support the police officers. It's called Silent No More, We Back Our Protectors, a community event.
That's awesome.
And that is August 8th and 9th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. And out of all likelihood, I am going to attend that because I do support our police officers. I believe what they do is an important thing. Without police officers, it would just be total anarchy.
It would be chaos, and that's what the world wants. Is they don't want to be held accountable anymore.
Anarchy.
That's not true. That's what the Democrats want.
I'm sorry. That's what the people that are really noisy want.
There we go. I'm not even say. I don't even think that's what most Democrats want. It's just.
I'll tell you, the support is through the roof right now. I've never seen support for law enforcement this much in my career. So 10 years, I've never seen this great support. So there's that silent majority, and that's who speaks numbers at the voting booth.
Well, that's why that event is called Silent No More, because the silent majority, we will no longer be silent. Yeah,
it's starting to get that way. And on the later side, there's cops that do a whole lot of good. And even when it comes to Black Lives Matter protests, they're getting involved. They're even having fun. In fact, there's a video that we have, if we can show it.
I wouldn't be able to put it on there, but you can probably
put it on there.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
Describe it, though. Describe it to us.
Basically, you can find it on YouTube, I'm sure. But basically, it was police officers going to a rally, and instead of
a protest.
Yeah. Instead of trying to break up protesters and that kind of stuff, they had a breakdance competition. So
that's awesome.
That's most cops. They get in, they get involved, they have fun. If you don't have fun at the job, you're gonna hate it.
I seen another one where they ended up having a squirt gun fight with a bunch of youth. So I mean, they're doing stuff.
I've started a football game with a bunch of youth. We get called because they're playing football and their ball's getting on the road. You know what we do? We join them and have a football game with them.
And you lost, didn't you?
I don't run very well. That's exactly it. I mean, they get out, you have fun, you be with the public, you speak with the public, and that's what you want to do.
That's actually how we'll get stronger community police relationships, is the more they get to know each other. So
I'm a firm believer in community policing. I believe if you don't involve the community, you're putting that us versus them mentality out there. So I'm a firm believer. You get out there, you get to know them. That's why I like being a small town cop.
You know, I remember
people know me. I know them.
Before, when the other police department, I went on the ride along. We went to a gas station, and everyone knew him. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great plug going to the gas station because guess where all the rumors come from?
Oh,
station.
In the gas station, you get to know all the people in the gas station. They're comfortable coming with you. So you get to find out it's not a lot of what's going on.
And that one guy actually had a Dodge Magnum SRT8. It's so rare. Someday, if I can find one. I mean, they're hard to find.
That'd be Derek. Great guy.
But cool. Anything else for us for cop talk?
That's it. No weird laws. Just make it a little bit serious because I believe it's serious times right now, and people are trying to make everything bad. And so let's just honor the fallen.
I like it.
Can I ask your opinion on something? And hopefully, I won't have to edit this out later.
Hold on. Maybe an edit later.
Okay.
What are your feelings on the government wanting all public safety officials to wear masks while out on patrol?
Bullshit. I haven't worn a mask yet. I'm not going to.
Well, apparently it's about to be mandated for the state of Michigan.
Yeah, you know what? She's not my boss.
There you have it, folks.
And you know what? It's not a law. She can't make laws. The legislature makes laws.
You know what?
So-
I was gonna save this for tweets, but since we're kind of in that area, I'm gonna let's see if I can find it. Yeah,
Well,
it's a tweet that I saw that I really liked because of kind of what Brian's saying there.
Okay.
It's not the governor's job to protect my health. It's the government's job to protect my constitutional rights. It's my job to protect my health. When you trade liberty for safety, you end up losing both.
That's right. Thomas Jefferson quoted that too. Not in those words, but same thing. And that's exactly it. See, I won't write anyone a ticket for it.
I don't think most people are.
Well, in
Well,
Texas,
one, I took an oath to not violate the Constitution and defend the Constitution, right?
in
And I believe,
I
I believe
know.
this is a violation of our constitutional rights.
in Texas, or at least in San Antonio, the mayor and the judge are starting to tell police officers that they have got to start fining people if they're not wearing masks and crap like that. And honestly, I'm getting completely sick of it.
Well,
So,
hopefully that vaccine will be ready by the end of the year.
I will not take the vaccine. I refuse.
Hey, I want to put something on my body that no one's been proven or taken, and the long-term effects are unknown. I'll pass.
That's true.
Especially
And-
for an illness that is less deadly than the yearly flu.
Someone put on Facebook that they're going to make that mandatory, that you have to get that vaccine. You know what? I'm going to take the lines of all those people out there that are doing abortions. My body, my choice.
I have no idea what's going to happen. First, they got to get it out. And they've had-
Also, to support this mask rule, I bought one yesterday, or I bought one today, and it'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to walk around stores with this brand new mask on, and we're going to see how this works out.
I still don't own a mask.
I have some.
You're not going to catch
Well, it
me.
doesn't
Guess
say
what? I
anything.
went shopping today without a mask. No one said anything to me.
Hmm.
In fact, there was nothing even posted on the door to the businesses.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And anyway, when people are wearing the mask, it doesn't even cover them. A lot of people wear them to walk in the door, and they take them right off as soon as they're inside the store.
Yeah, I noticed that the other day.
Masks don't do anything anyway. The spores are too small.
But
And did you know the N95 mask only protects the wearer? There's no filter in the exhale at all.
yeah, I read that somewhere.
No, not a
actually.
single filter in the exhale, only in the inhale.
All right, now look, I don't believe in science. I believe in fact, but I'm glad that we're moving on.
Okay, Sleepy Joe.
Are you ready for Rick's segment, movie review?
That's good shit.
Rick's really eager to tell us about that movie he saw.
All right, I'm about to shit all over this motherfucker.
What's that called again?
So,
What did the whale do?
about to blow some ham chunks.
Butt butter.
All right, speaking of ass ham, for those of you who don't know, I fucking hate Nick Cage.
You do?
Fucking hate him with a passion.
Oh,
I like him, especially Gone in 60 Seconds.
I thought it was going to be a great Tiger King.
Rick might like that. He goes to prison.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I like the end of this movie, but I decided to torture myself for 2 hours and watch a Nick Cage movie. I watched Season of the Witch. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Season of the Witch, Nick Cage plays Bateman, who is a knight of the... yeah, I seen that earlier. It was... he basically plays a knight of, the church. And they go around and they just start slaughtering people. And they do like a stupid montage for like the first 3 minutes of, oh, years go by. Oh, I'm killing this guy. Oh, we're killing these guys. Oh, we're doing this for the Lord. And then he ends up killing some woman.
Oh,
And he's very sad about it. And he realizes that they're just killing women and children. And he doesn't want to do it anymore. So now he's just going to go rogue. And he ends up getting arrested. And then they decide, well, we'll let you go if you escort this witch. Because apparently there's been witches that have been cast out, because that's what they do in, the 1400s. You see a witch, we accuse them of being a witch, we throw them off a bridge, we try to kill them. If they are still alive, they're a witch. If not, they weren't a witch. So they didn't even give the girl a name. They just called her the girl. That's how lame this fucking movie was. And basically the whole hour of it was them escorting it. And then turns out, not even a fucking witch. It's a fucking demon possessing a woman's body. Imagine that. False advertising on a fucking movie. Should have called it Season of the Demon. Oh, maybe she's a witch. Nope, couldn't even do that. The only good part about this fucking movie was toward the end, Nick Cage got stabbed in the fucking eye and the damn demon killed him. Thank fucking God for that. And he didn't talk most of the time. That movie was shit, just like Nick Cage. I'm giving it 2 out of 10. Fuck that movie.
Wow. So it's a 5-star movie.
I was still surprised you gave it 2.
Yeah.
It got a 2 because Nick Cage died. Thank God for that.
All right.
So Nick Cage dying is not automatic 2-star.
So that's not a good movie to see. I'm not gonna watch it. You know what?
Thank God, because even HBO Max thinks it's bad because it'll be off of there on August 1st. So there you go.
Well, you know what? Let's look at some positivity. Let's look at some tweets of the week.
Tweet.
All right. So lots of funny dad joke tweets out there. The first one says, yesterday I read an article about the dangers of drinking too much. It scared the hell out of me. So today I've decided never to read it again. Get it? Anyway. My friend told me that beer would make him smarter, but I don't think that anything would make my bud wiser. A group of leprechauns was recently busted for selling fake granite. Yeah, they were shamrocks. I tried catching fog the other day. Missed.
Those are like those memes you see with that dog with that what the fuck look on his face.
I went to the doctor's recently. He told me, don't eat anything fatty. Me, you mean like bacon and burgers? Doctor, no fatty. Don't eat anything. I like those. I was looking at them earlier and laughing out loud, and Rick's like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, just some funny dad jokes. Weren't they hilarious? Like, I tried catching fog the other day, missed. I like the Budweiser one. But anyway, but now we gotta get serious because we have 2 presidential candidates and they're nothing but serious.
Technically, we have 3. You should start finding that third party one as well.
Yeah, only 2.
Who's the libertarian one? Have they announced one yet?
I think so. We only have 2
it's
that
a
have
woman.
a chance. Only 2 that have a chance. Unfortunately.
Like anybody would have fucking voted for Kanye West anyways.
Well, if an independent ever gets in there and they have a chance, I'd definitely
the problem
pick
is
an independent.
They just don't have enough money to get their message out there, and they don't get on the debate stage. If one of them got on the debate stage, they might have a chance.
I was
like Robin Williams in that one movie.
Oh, what was that?
Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start with Joe Biden. He's been tweeting. He said, as president, I will see to it that America once again stands for human rights. That doesn't mean rights only for some, but rights for all. Each and every American and every person everywhere.
Question.
No exceptions.
Yeah.
Yes.
His old ass has been in government for 40 years, and just now, all of a sudden, he wants to start doing that?
I know. It's like, well, why now? Why didn't you try doing that? Like, why didn't you do that when you were
Because his
vice
entire career was to attack the black community and make them worse.
I watched a video of his the other day where he was talking about his hairy leg and cockroaches. I'm not sure where he was going with that.
Yeah,
and how he wanted his kids to sit on his lap.
Joe Biden also said, we have to make the places we live, work, and learn healthier and more energy efficient. That's why my administration will upgrade 4 million buildings and weatherize 2 million homes across the country, creating over 1 million jobs in the process.
Who's going to pay for it?
See, that's why I'm feeling like we're going to pay for this, which means will they come and redo my roof to help weatherize it? I think that's only fair, right? But don't worry, guys. the Donald. He had some stuff to say too. This is a long one.
Joe.
This is a long one, but he wanted to.
She said.
I don't know if you knew, but Trump reads a lot, and he wanted to let everyone know. I am the ultimate member of the Book of the Month Club. First, I have low-life dummy John Bolton, a warmongering fool, violating the law. He released massive amounts of classified information and an NDA in order to build badly needed credibility and make a few dollars, which, ... will all end up going to the government anyway. Next up is Mary Trump, a seldom seen niece who knows little about me, says untruthful things about my wonderful parents who couldn't stand her and me and violated her NDA. She also broke the law by giving out my ... tax returns. She's a mess. Many books have been written about me, some good, some bad. Both happily and sadly, there will be more to come.
That was a tweet?
That was a tweet.
How many tweets?
That was 3 tweets, because for some reason when I tweet, I put ... between the tweets.
Just
But
Law and order.
I just want to let everyone know I'm the best when it comes to the book clubs. Also, if you want to join the Trump family, you have to sign an NDA. That I thought was really interesting. So apparently, when you join, if you're part of the Trump family, you have a non-disclosure agreement. Like, I don't know. Could you see that going down, like family Thanksgiving? It's like, hey guys, before this Thanksgiving gets going, I got some non-disclosures you got to sign here. Oh boy. And then he
It's
also
going on my OnlyFans now. I'm just letting you know.
Trump also said, thank you to the 5 million members of the NRA for once again entrusting me with your full and complete endorsement. As long as I am president, I will always protect our great Second Amendment and never let the radical left take away your rights, your guns, or your police. That's fair. I like that. He is all about law and order.
The necessity to preserve a free state, the right to bear arms shall not be infringed.
Exactly. Can you imagine if none of us had arms? It would be
My
tough.
gosh, I can't write a paper.
Joe Biden doesn't want you to bear arms. He wants you to be armless. But I'm fighting for arms everywhere. Human arms, bear arms.
Robot arms, arms with claws.
It doesn't matter. I will have the right to bear arms. Joe says no. He wants to take your arms. So vote Trump 2020. Joe Biden just likes legs.
Hairy legs with cockroaches.
And then one more tweet from...
But before you do, Arnold, can I read this one real quick?
Sure, I got one more tweet from Donald, too, actually.
Well, I'm going to interrupt you here. Heaven Lay writes, Amazon, your package will be delivered in 3 weeks due to the virus. Also Amazon. Kidding. It's on your doorstep. Go get it, bitch.
Yes, so true.
Because Amazon is really fast shipping.
Dude,
Almost as fast as
got an
Trump.
Amazon delivery. We ordered at the same time, coming from the same store on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It was 3 or 4 shirts. One came via Amazon van that day, and then the other ones came UPS that day.
It's kind of
Why
crazy.
wouldn't they all come in the same vehicle?
I don't know.
You know,
They came from the same place.
You know, it wasn't until last week I realized Amazon had their own truck.
And they take pictures of it and send it to you.
Well, they didn't do that with my Prime shit. But
No, Amazon's everywhere. And then Donald also says, has anybody seen or reviewed the written pact between Bernie Sanders and Sleepy Joe? It is further left than even Bernie had in mind. Open borders, crime, really bad to cops and military. The guaranteed destruction of America. Joe never told us this. Never been so clear. Because he yelled clear out. Yep, so things are getting heated. I'm just excited for the debate. It's going to be crazy.
Biden's a freaking moron.
So Biden's going to be gaffing and Trump's going to be like, I'm the best and you're the worst.
It's going to be great because Biden's going to say something so stupid. It's going to be great.
I'm going to pop popcorn for these debates.
I mean, come on. He even said, if you don't for me, you ain't black. How bad is that? And yet they still support him.
And then Arnold, again, he hasn't been tweeting a ton, but he was talking about in the environment. He's pro-environment, even though he drives a Hummer. It's kind of interesting. But in California, we lead the way on environmental protection. No matter how much they try, they can't take us backwards to the Stone Age. We will keep moving forward. It is time for the administration to follow or get out of the way.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper now.
Come with me if you want to live.
Good old Arnold. Yep. So, and that is the tweets of the week. Oh man, you know what? I think it's time that we do what we do at the end of the show.
It's the Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
Oh, Mr. Hizzle.
Oh crap.
Can you tell me what a witch's kiss is?
A witch's kiss?
That's a cold one.
Yep.
Huh. That sounds actually it's kind of scary because, you know, when you think of the classic witch, it's someone that has like the pointy hat and the green face and all that.
Look at you, my pretty.
And a dog too. So it's actually a spell. When a bad witch wants to kiss you, you need to go the other way. Because you know how when you put water on a bad witch, she melts? I don't think you knew this, but if you were to make out with the Wicked Witch of the East or whatever, you actually melt instead. So pretty much it's a kiss of death. That's the fact. So I got that right. Next.
Wizard of Oz.
What in the flying fuck balls are you talking about?
Will someone drug test him, please?
So am I right?
Follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Look at you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Go on.
Okay.
Squirtle.
When you are sitting on the toilet taking a shit and your penis touches the underneath side of the toilet seat where all the pubic hair and pee is, thus getting the witch's kiss. This can happen when you get a boner or if you're just hung.
Who gets a boner taking a crap?
I don't know. Apparently,
Oh,
it's
man.
been done.
It's the biggest crap ever. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Is that the witch's kiss?
Sometimes.
I'm melting. I don't know why Donald Trump's doing this, but but you know, it's not fair that I get to try to guess on these things, so
It's the bonus Urban Dictionary definition of the week. Take it away, Texas.
Okay, so in the tradition of the show, we are going Pokemon themed for this one because I'm really enjoying these Pokemon ones. This one has two different definitions that I really liked. So let's see what you guys got. Can any of you tell me what Jigglypuff means?
Oh.
Jigglypuff. Go ahead, Rick. I
Okay.
gotta think about this one.
So, jigglypuffing is the act of taking marshmallow fluff and putting it on your testicles and then bouncing it on her face and going, Jigglypuff, 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 Jigglypuff.
It looks like Justin studying.
He's looking up what a Jigglypuff looks like so he can try to figure out what we're
It's
talking
a pink ball of fluff.
that sings to you, which is why I gave you the rest of my definition and song. Go ahead, be slow.
Oh, I'm gonna say I don't know.
What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got?
How can I sexualize Jigglypuff here?
Well, I did it pretty easily, so
well, first you choose Jigglypuff.
I'm gonna say because we've seen the video where Jigglypuff sings all by myself. I'm gonna have to say Jigglypuff is when you are all alone. So you're using your trusty 5 friends or Miss Michigan, however you want to call it, and you finish it off. You're going Jigglypuff when you finish.
So you start singing to yourself as you shoot your load. All right.
Yes.
So I'm looking at a very funny evolution chart. So I think I figured it out. So you know how, I mean, like Pokemon obviously don't exist, but if this one did, like say you're lonely and you want you want like a girlfriend or a very attractive companion, right? So you go and dig into your ball sack. Your Pokemon.
Wait, say this again, Jay.
He's digging into his ball sack. Go on.
I mean, I'm like, I literally mean, I'm like the the bag that has all the Pokeballs in it, and you reach for Jigglypuff, and you say, "Jigglypuff, I choose you," and you throw the ball, and Jigglypuff comes out, and like Jiggly, Jiggly, or whatever. But this is where this evolution, this chart I'm looking at, makes perfect sense for if you're lonely. So then Jigglypuff evolves to Wigglytuff, which then evolves to Hillary Duff. And then you have your own Hillary Duff to spend the rest of the night with, or as long as you want. And she'll do whatever you command her to.
Jigglypuff ends up being a Hillary Duff sex slave.
I'm looking at this. So I like to look at the evolution, and it goes Igglypuff, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Hillary Duff. So...
you know what Justin masturbates
What kind of fucking drugs are you on tonight?
I'm not kidding. Look it, it's here.
I see your
Wait,
chart.
wait, he's moving.
Iggly. It's not a
Oh,
joke.
I got the vid, guys.
Yeah, like this is real.
That is not a Pokemon.
Okay.
evolution.
Well, the closest person was Be Slow.
Here it is, right here. It goes Igglypuff, Jigglypuff, Wigglypuff, Hillary Duff. I did not make this up. I just want to make sure that we were all clear.
Well, it sure does.
So was I right?
No, Brian was the closest. So the first one is when a slightly obese man masturbates with a donut.
Oh.
So
Okay.
this one had a little sentence to go with it, but I changed it around to fit us better. Chelsea couldn't meet up with me last night, so Brian just Jigglypuffed instead.
So, were you using the cream filling ones? Were you just using the old standard chocolate donut? Did you have the old powdered ones so you had something to lick off later? What were you doing?
He doesn't.
I'm
know.
not going to comment.
Had a little sprinkles on there?
Donuts.
Would you like a taste?
No.
Donuts.
You all
Donuts,
seen
donuts,
Van Wilder?
Donuts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Where the
The-
dog checks, goes stuff into the donut and then they feed it to the other frat house.
It's still warm.
So
The second definition, when you put a girl to sleep and before she wakes up, you start hitting it from behind, also known as the Cosby.
isn't that like illegal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another
Why do you
word.
think Cosby's in jail?
Well,
Called
you
rape.
see, you got to get the yellow pudding and put the roofie in it and give her the old hippity butt with yellow pudding bop. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Nice. Well, it's been quite an episode. There's been
Yeah,
What the-
Justin said ball sack.
Digging his ball sack.
Yesterday, he talked about how people peed on his foot when he got stung by a jellyfish. So, I mean,
No, none of this was true.
it is true. We have. It
I
on
said
video.
I
It's
don't want to be
recorded.
peed on, and then Captain B said, "Do you have experience?" And I said, "No, but I don't like hot. Like I like water is the only thing. Hot water. That's it." And
Yeah, hot water.
I just misspoke some words. clearly.
Misspoke.
I can't do that around you guys. I should know better. But it's late. You know, it's been a long week. So anyway, but some positivity.
It's
I like
11:30 at night. If you're calling that late, then there's something wrong with you. Because usually we're here till like fucking 1.
I like to close with some positive quotes. So the great Babe Ruth said, "Every strike brings me closer to the next home run." And I like that. That's saying, you know, you're going to strike out in life, but you know what? Every time you strike out, you're getting closer to that next home run. You know, you're going to learn from your strikes, and then you're going to, bam, hit it out of the park, baby. Woo!
Yeah, baby.
So also I like this one. Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. Because every day is a new day. I thank God for every breath I take.
You don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted. So that's some good old POD. So I learned from my mistakes. Because I feel so alive for the very first time. They're pretty good in concert, too.
And I think I can fly.
Yep. But anyway, so, all right. I'll let whoever wants to go next and give some words of wisdom to close.
I will
the show.
give some.
Let's
Abraham
hear what
Lincoln?
Abe has to say.
No.
Me?
Thomas Jefferson.
Oh.
Founding father now. I went back over some time. Got several quotes here. I think that honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done.
Ooh, I like that.
Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. Nothing on earth can help man with the wrong mental attitude.
That's good, too.
And I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Good old founding father.
I like it. There's some good words of wisdom there. Spade.
Nope, Spade's closing the show, so I'm going to go next.
Oh, Texas.
Even now, as broken as you may feel, you are still so strong. There's something to be said for how you hold yourself together and keep moving, even though you feel like shattering. Don't stop. This is your healing. It doesn't have to be pretty or graceful. You just have to keep going.
Yes.
I like it. Another inspirational quote from Texas. He finds good ones.
He does.
I mean, I think we all find good ones, but
Another one. Never forget how far you have come. Everything you've gotten through. All the times you've pushed on even when you felt like you couldn't. All the mornings you got out of bed no matter how hard it was. All the times you wanted to give up, but you got through another day. Never forget how much strength you have learned and developed along the way.
Yes.
oh yeah, keep on rolling, baby. You know what time?
And my last one. When you truly don't care what anyone else thinks of you, you have reached a dangerously awesome level of freedom.
That's true.
Hmm.
Very true.
Interesting. It's a very interesting quote. Spade, what do you got? What is your words of wisdom to end this show?
All right. Well, I got 2 quotes from the master of DDPY, Diamond Dallas Page. First one is, failure is only a single moment in time. So, you know, don't dwell on that one failure. It's one tiny, minute moment in time.
It's like mini-me.
And my last one, when you start seeing your worth, you'll find it harder to stay around people who don't.
Very
Ooh,
true.
I like that.
I like
too.
that one.
Yeah. So,
That's important.
yeah. So with that, thank you for tuning in to the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at Poddamn Ric Spade, Poddamn Texas, and Poddamn Idiotz P1. You can find us on Facebook at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast. To watch our videos, find us on YouTube at the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast, where you can find all our episodes as well as exclusive clips and content. And you can hear our podcast by searching Poddamn Idiotz Podcast on your favorite streaming apps such as Apple, Google, Podbean, Stitcher, Podchaser, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Please leave us a 5-star review and be sure to subscribe and tell your friends, your family, your local stripper, the cop who pulls you over, your financial advisor, the guy in the porta potty you trapped him in, the hot manager at McDonald's, the puppeteer at a puppet show, the puppeteer has their hand up the puppet's ass, the nurse giving you a COVID-19 test, the person who got stung by a jellyfish, the person peeing on the person who was stung by a jellyfish, and anyone else you can think of. That's it. We're desperately out of time. See you next week on the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Don't forget to go to Rick's OnlyFans account.
Harry Toes, 2375.
We'll have one for Justin next week about bald heads.
I'm J Hizzle from the Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
And I'm Ric Spade.
And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to my right.
And maybe you want to see an older episode. See what we've been doing. I'm not sure why you'd start here, but maybe you haven't. Check out the video on the left. Check it out. Poddamn Idiotz Podcast.
Thank you.